Hello and welcome to a little comparison. Green! This is good. And this is bad. When I got this, I had a little conversation. I'm looking at me and not you. How very, very rude. I'm going to move this down into the corner down here. And now hi. I had this, and when I got it, if I remember correctly, I don't know why, I speak very, very well when I get on the internet. When I'm very little bit West Country. I guess the more I do my job, the more I have to speak properly, because the better I speak, the more money I make. Posh snobbery. I got this, and the day I got it, I remembered it. I mentioned in the video that I was most unimpressed with it. And then a couple of days afterwards, I saw the big D of the famous toy chest. And I said to him, it's a real shame because I got it and now I'm in a disappointment, a constant state of disappointment at just how poor the toy is. It's just not very good. Kapow Toys, you cheeky little monkeys. Keep putting things on eBay for cheap. I had to. Let's talk toys for a moment. Right, gun a la Mr. K.S. Bollinger. I stole your idea. Everybody seems to be doing it. You're famous because of it. There you go. It's your little moment of fame. Now, let's compare just quickly. Let's look at the under portions. Okay, this is the RID and this is the first edition. Firstly, why on earth? I can't see that there's an awful lot of difference. Look, size-wise, we're much of a muchness like that. But this one makes this one look like a load of old toilet. The colours are ever so slightly different. I don't know if you can pick that out. This one's more of a cherry red. This is more sort of fiery red. Paint apps on the back. One's silver and one's black. Let me get in close look. One's silver, one's black. Front grills are more or less the same. Both got the cow horns. I'd love to see an orange repaint with this stupid little cow horn thing. Is it time to get the airbrush out and turn this into a General Lee? Might be. This has garish great big feeties on the bottom. Do you know what? The best way I can describe the difference between these two is this is the proper toy. This is the real deal. This is the one that everybody's going to want, okay? This is Transformers Prime. Okay, and this is Rescue Bots. This is the 3 to 5 year old can't do it properly version. And there's no need for this. There's no difference in the plastic. There's no real difference in specs, size, weight. Yet this is £12.99 and this is 20 quid. And even then it's probably more than 20 quid because I got it on the super duper special eBay sale. But let's have a little comparison as we go along. Firstly is they alter in ends, okay? Because this is the arms and this is the legs. But this is the legs and then this is the arms, or is it vice versa? I'm going to transform them. What I'm going to do is we're going to our Prid one, okay? Prid one is pull him like that in the middle, see? And then everything is just going to fold away from itself, which is absolutely fine. And then to make a bit of room for ourselves, we're going to take him like that and pull. And as you can see, his head's popping out of the chest. I like. Take the bonnet, pull that back. The cow horns there have got a little foldy. So when you go back, they don't bend or scrape or catch on anything. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is, so let's do that, but on this one. Okay. It's just to highlight how different we are. See these? It's backwards. It's backwards. So let's do the arms first. Take that, twist all that around. Okay. Raise that. Raise that. Okay. No, see, it's not going to work now because now to release the arms on both of these figures, One goes like that. That goes like that. So now, just to highlight, we're backwards. We've got the arse of one showing and the bonnet of one showing. So we got that and we got that. Yet they're both backwards to each other. And that's the problem, in that this one is, for me, it's just a bit more of a traditional style transformation. It's a bit more Autobot by numbers. So you pull the legs out like that a little bit, lift that up, push that, lift that up, push that, and go like that. That's all concertinaed up on his back now, as you can see. It's a bit gaudy and sticks out. It's not the end of the world. If you go like that, then you can sort of fold it all in together. It's less than ideal. And then you take those great big puddy feet underneath like that, and you're just going to pull all of this and get it all out together. Turn that upside down, turn that upside down like that, and now you're going to get some legs basically. Best thing you can do now is, now everything's out of the way, twist the whole centre section round, and now you've pretty much got Cliff. Okay, see, I mean, it's simple, and this is moulded underneath. It's moulded under the bottom of the car. That's not the way it should be with a Transformer. You should manipulate parts of the shell to create other parts of the robot. Now, where were we? On this one, look. See, we've manipulated the boot, and we've manipulated parts, and now we are building ourselves, as you can see, shoulders. Okay, if we pull all of this stuff out, we're manipulating ourselves arms. If you take, you can see the little guns there, look. Yeah, look nice. And then for what I tend to do is you have, push that around like that. So you have one fist and one gun. Close that around there like that, which gives you an army. And then when you want to do the legs, you're going to pull all of this lot out, because you can see how underneath it's all sort of unfolding itself. Yep, turn it all that around like that, and take the bonnet. This is very, very clever. This is why first editions should be the norm instead of this sort of amazing thing. I don't get it. It annoys me. It upsets me. I find it very vulgar. We're gonna try and at this point just take everything and, oh come on, son of a bitch! So we're gonna move it all around. So you've got thighs like that, and then like that, and like that. Okay, that's what you're looking for. Then, when everything's available, we're going to take the crotch plate, flap the crotch plate all the way down, and spin the whole body section round like that, so it pops out, which it does nearly every single damn time you play with the stupid damn thing. Damn! There we go. And then what you're going to do is, looking at the camera, there is, you pull that out, and then when the crotch plate goes back up, you can sit the centre section of the crotch plate in between the parts of the window, which keeps his chest apart, which I really like. So then you just pull that out, you can see the chest set a very slight V shape like that. It just gives him form, which I like. Then, and this is one of the cleverest bits I think I've ever, probably transformation wise, this is just unbelievably clever. You've got these bits, I'm going to angle them halfway there like that, look. And then if you push these all the way round and fold them in, you make this hole, and then this front section is loose. So all you do is lift that up like that. That's out the way. Now you're going to fold that up all the way up there. There's a tab and a hole there, so we're going to do epic head reveal very quickly. There's his head. We'll go through the head shortly. And the back of that head section is a hole, and then there's a peg on the bonnet, and you're going to just peg one into the other and then push these headlamps underneath like that. Push it all in, and then when you bring those headlamps around his waist, it just it clips in with the front of the glass, and now you've got headlamps that make up underneath So this that was all the way over here is now up here. That's the point of these things. You take something like the hip joints that Ray likes, where you go like that and they come together. That's what it's all about, not fake moulding something underneath, charging less money for it, and then knowing that you're going to up the price for these damn things, because it won't be Hasbro that's making. Look, then this very clever. Let me do it with the other one because I jumped the gun. I bolted a bit early then. That's the whole side of the car. Look, yeah, whole front end of the car. So you bend that ever so gently, and then there's the toes inside. So you're going to take the glass, fold that back, twist that gently, bring the toe up so it sits in the V shape in the middle, then bring the whole side around like that, and now you create his stumpy little legs, because he had stumpy little legs in the cartoon. He had them, and now you've got this funny hinge thing where you've just got to pull that round. There we go. And now you've got straight knees. So let's do it from the other way around. Look, can you see that's all sort of higgledy-piggledy? You've just got to pull all that round into shape. And there, you've got one cliff jumper. You've got nice pegs on the back here for his heels to stand on. He's got nice tiny little toes, pretty much like he had in the cartoon. And there we have Mr. Clifford Jumper. Beautiful head sculpt. Really nice head sculpt. Not much in the way of light piping, even if I go, yeah, a tiny bit, but light piping seems to be a bit of a lost art these days. But I mean, proportionally, the only complaint I have about Cliff, and it's a very, very only kind of complaint. Oh, I've not done his leg transformation properly. I've not tucked this window section away. There we go. Right. So, proportionately, his legs and his chest are good. He's got a big old chest. He's very strong in the shoulder department. His forearms are actually forearms, although there's a car wheel hanging off the bottom of it. They are actually, this is separate to that. He kind of looks like a bit of a Popeye, but it's quite good. And then you've got one fisty pad there, which is actually a hand, and then one gun there, which is actually a gun. But if you compare that to the shonky mess, so let's just get all of this in place for you so you can have a look. Turn that round. See, look here, the front end of the car is hanging off the back of his arm fat. So he's got bingo wings made of the front end of the vehicle mode. It's just poor. And the hands, you got to unflip the hands. They're silver, which they shouldn't be silver. Unflip the hands, push that round like that, look, so it's all a bedraggled mess. Flap the glass down, and then fold all of this around to make the forearm. And now the forearm's bigger than the rest of the arm. So if I pull that hand out and clip all of that together, that's how it's supposed to be. That's how he's supposed to look. That's how he's supposed to hold his gun, like so. But look at that big hole that's in there. There's a mounting chasmous hole that goes in there. It's just not good enough. I mean, you know, it doesn't take a genius to work the other one out. Why they couldn't do the first editions and just leave the first edition? Ugh, it's so annoying. Do you know what it is? It's Hasbro blatantly going, we're going to do one that no one will get hold of and one that everyone will want. That's what they're doing. There's no click, there's no chunk, there's no self-satisfying, reassuring clack when something falls and you know it's in place and it's slotted in. And it's just this. It's got this clever mechanism where the head disappears and all that sort of stuff, but this is substandard. This is poor. This is cack. And if you put them next to each other proportionately, which one would you rather? You've got Fatimus yuck one, and then you've got proper chunky. This has been SMS number 1, and essentially what I'm trying to say is Hasbro are a bunch of quite cleverly marketed, scheming bods, really, because they've sold this piece of trash to everyone, knowing that once they've bought that, they're going to absolutely have to buy one of these. It's like they could see into the future and went, we'll release a load of first editions, and we'll wait for the dust to settle after people complain. And then after that, what we'll do is we'll just not make any more to inflate the prices, and everyone will suddenly really want one. That way, upping the value of any product that people can get hold of instead of getting the product that they love to have. Of all of the first, I've got a first edition Bumblebee, I've got a first edition Optimus. This is my second favourite because the Optimus is absolutely glorious. But if you don't settle for this, go and find an extra sort of tenner and go and get one of these. SMS number 1 saying I've now got to be unprofessional and look at the bottom of the laptop. I love you all. I'll see you on the Saturday at Auto Assembly for hugs and kisses with Predaking 79. I'll see if he can bring his boggling. Big up your bad selves.